They say video games are the drugs of the future. Play Neon Chrome on the Vita for half an hour, and you'll find it hard to disagree. This cyberpunk roguelike is impactful, satisfying, and very addictive. Though the game has suffered some noticeable downgrades in the transition from console to handheld, there is no denying Neon Chrome was meant to be played on the go. Neon Chrome is a megastructure filled with a seemingly endless labyrinth of corridors, labs, and offices. You, an elite hacker, are going to take it down. Despite the heavy emphasis on action and the randomized floor plan, Neon Chrome manages to tell a surprisingly suspenseful story. Every section of the building is introduced with a haunting taunt by the game's villain, the Overseer. Though the setting is more memorable than the narrative, it's cool to see a roguelike attempt storytelling in such a manner. Neon Chrome is a twin-stick shooter with light stealth and RPG elements mixed into play. You can sneak up on unsuspecting enemies for a melee kill, hack special containers if equipped with the appropriate skill, and add augmentations to your given drone soldier. Drones are controlled by proxy. You actually inhabit the avatar of a hacker, who in turn takes control of a set number of drones. These drones vary in skill and weapon loadouts. When they die, they're gone forever, along with all the perks you may have equipped them with. There's a great sense of dread as you run through your supply of soldiers, praying you push just a little further with each new character. It goes without saying that defeat in Neon Chrome can be crushing after you spend several floors building your character into the ultimate killing machine, only to be blown apart by a miscalculated missile splash or boss's special attack. Getting pushed back to the section start with a green drone is punishing to say the least. However, you do get a breathing period before jumping back into action. Before hacking into a new drone, you can spend acquired credits on new skills. The level set you fell on will also be shorter than before, allowing you to catch up. Finally, your new drone, unequipped as they may be, will come with their own set of skills. You might be lucky and get a hacker. Death hurts, but it's not a deal breaker. Neon Chrome is one of those games that constantly taunts players with one more go. You'll find it hard to stop once you've started. Death means losing progress and acquired skills. It also means spending credits on upgrading your base perks, beckoning you back for another run. So how does the Vita port hold up? It pales in comparison to its console and PC brethren on a technical standpoint, but remains very playable. The most notable difference is in the visuals, which are quite pixelated and cloudy with lazy texturing and muted atmospheric effects. The frame rate, though never detrimental to the gameplay, also fluctuates sporadically. However, these blemishes don't impact the gameplay in any meaningful way. Watching the bullet ballet unfold as you break through walls, tear soldiers into a fine dust, or blow apart robots is almost zen-like. The soundtrack also deserves mention. It's a synthwave symphony that begs to be blared, ideally via headphones. The controls have been smartly mapped to the Vita, taking into account the dynamism of the small analog sticks. Aiming can be a tad tricky, but after some practice it becomes manageable. You stick aim to the last direction you press, so one can even strafe and shoot if it feels more comfortable. X will interact with upgrade terminals, loot crates, and just about anything else marked in the environments. Square is your melee attack, which is a system that deserves special praise for working as well as it does in a top-down shooter. Touch controls are limited to menu presses if so desired, leaving the main gameplay solely mapped to the buttons. Neon Chrome may be a little worse for the wear on a handheld, but its performance downgrade does not translate into an inferior gameplay experience. This was one of the best shooters on the system and one of the best roguelikes in recent memory. Cyberpunk fans would be crazy to miss out on this fantastic and satisfying shooter.